wouldn't kick up a big fuss. And the reality was he was proven absolutely right. It was a brilliant political call because he got his legislation through, and as we now know, the British never demurred about it. I think it's fair to say that if it happened in less strained times in Britain, there would have been a mother and father of all rows about this.
Well, the 1937 Constitution, contrary to sort of contemporary views, was a document that was put together in a very professional, structured and sort of cold-blooded way. It is, by the standards of the 1930s, an exceptional document in terms of, because of the fact that it doesn't go with trends, authoritarian trends in Catholic countries like Spain or Portugal.
The Constitution is hugely significant, even to this day in our society. And why is it so central of all of the things he did? Why is it so key to the stability of the state and the future of the state? And I think for a number of reasons. The first thing is, it was the first time ever, from the time of the Normans, that the Irish were ruled under a writ decided by the ordinary people of the country. It was the first constitution that was voted in by the people and could subsequently only be changed by the people in referendum. In other words, the people became sovereign. So it gave a great expression to the sovereignty of the people, something that had been in the concepts of 1916. That's key number one, ownership.
It's an X-ray, if you like, of the new state. And De Valera has brought this into being with the assistance of these extraordinary sort of talented people like John Hearn and others who have worked under great pressure in the space of 2 or 3 years, 34 to 37, have brought this document to completion. All the arguments that were put forward against it by opposition, particularly sort of suggesting that the Taoiseach was to become some type of duce, or more particularly the president, and De Valera had set himself up and was setting himself up for this, that none of this, of course, came to pass, nor was it De Valera's intention, but it was a sort of mistaken attack on the document by the opposition.
The flag of Era flies over the Viceregal Lodge as Mr. De Valera receives his seal of office as Prime Minister, and congratulations on his appointment from the new President of Era, Dr. High.
So what you have is a constitution which theoretically gives Ireland independence. Ireland is a sovereign state from 1937 on. But that sovereignty is compromised by the fact that the British still retain the treaty ports.
Up until 1938, part of what is now Irish sovereign territory was in British occupation. In other words, they retained the treaty ports, which were down in Cork and Spike Island, Bear Island, Bearhaven Harbour, down in Bear Island, in County Cork and West Cork, and up in Knoxwilly. There is no question, if you hadn't got the ports back, and if the British had been in occupation of the ports, they would have been bombed during the war, and we would have got dragged willy-nilly into the war.
As part of the general policy of appeasement which Chamberlain's government was following, he managed to negotiate the return of the ports and the end of the economic war, the ending of the duties on the cattle. It was an incredible package.
And that's what he himself regarded as his largest achievement, the negotiation of the Anglo-Irish agreements, in particular the defence agreement of 1938, which returned the ports. And which means that Ireland can be neutral if there is going to be another war in Europe. And by that stage, it looks very likely there is going to be another war in Europe.
Wollen Sie dieses Wertlose unter keinen Umständen dem rechtmäßigen Besitzer zurückgeben?
And just a quick reminder that tomorrow night the focus is on crime from 9. Our new series Crime in Mind, Lost in the Mountains, the story of Annie McCarrick, is a compelling watch not to be missed.